In this video, we will analyze free expansion of gas, and we will assume that our gas is ideal gas. So here we will take a box and we will take a partition to divide the box in two equal volumes. So in one volume, we will take ideal gas. We will fill this space with ideal gas, and in another portion, it is vacuum. Now we will rupture this partition. So let us say we will rupture this amount. So now these particles of ideal gas are bouncing back and forth. So they will find a gap here. So they will just freely escape from this gap. And slowly some of the particles will occupy this space. Now let me draw this portion in bigger size. So from left side, this atom of particle will move from right side. Now here it is vacuum, so there is no resistance which oppose the movement of this particle. So in this process, let me draw a PV diagram to describe this process. So initially we will have P1 V1 as a volume. Let us say this volume is V1 and total volume of room is V2. So P1 V1 is our initial condition and P2 V2 is our final condition. Now this is non-quasi-static process. When we rupture this membrane, this partition, then suddenly some of particle will flow into right portion. So we cannot track all the middle state of the gas. Work done by the gas is zero. So PdV work is zero because when the volume V1 expands from V1 to V2, so these particles, when these particles move from left side to right side, there is no opposition, or I will say there is no resistive force which oppose this movement of these particles from going left to right, because this is free expansion. So actually this work W is defined when is defined only when the resistance is present. So let us say this is a block and this is a rough surface. So this, when we exert force F to this block and we will move this block from this position to this position up to d distance, then we will call work is equal to F into d. And because of this rough surface, a resistant force is applied opposite to this force, and because of this resistant force we can calculate this work. But here there is no resistance which oppose the movement of the particles, so PdV work will be zero. Although volume changes, PdV work is zero here. Also earlier we have seen that we have a piston cylinder arrangement. So whenever piston moves upward, there is a resistance which offered to these particles. The resistance was the weight of the piston. So particles have to work done against the weight of the piston, and also it has to push outer gas, that means gas of the environment. So there is a resistance against movement of these particles inside the volume. So due to this resistance, PdV work was not is equal to 0. But here in case of this free expansion, PdV work will be 0. Now there is interesting to notice that although PdV work is 0, integration of PdV from state 1 to state 2 is not is equal to 0. So here the process is quasi-static, so we cannot draw a path to describe the process, so we cannot directly calculate this integral. However, we can make this process quasi-static and we can calculate PdV. So I will show you the method to make this process quasi-static. So we will take infinite number of partitions. So let us say this is partition number 1, this is 2, 3, 4, in such a way that we will take infinite number of particles, and here we have gas particles, ideal gas particles. So we will rupture this partition one by one. So we will rupture this first partition. So the gas will occupy this small amount of dV volume. So after that we will rupture the second partition, and so on and so forth. So slowly, step by step, this whole space will be filled up with some of these gas particles. So here in this case, this is P1 V1 state 1, and this is P2 V2, this is our final state. So here in this case we can plot all these middle states, intermediate states, and we can get this path. Now we can integrate PdV from 1 to 2, and we can get this integral, which is area under this curve. Now we will analyze this free expansion process further. So now we will use first law of thermodynamics to check whether there is any temperature difference or not. So we are rupturing this portion, and some of the gas moves from left side to right side. It expands freely. So volume goes from V1 to V2, and pressure also changes from P1 to P2. Now delta U of the system is equal to Q minus W. This is first law of thermodynamics. So initially our system has that much of volume V1, and finally it expands to this whole box, volume of this whole box. This is V2. So this is free expansion of gas, so W will be 0, work done by the gas is equal to 0, and here no heat interaction between system and surrounding, so Q is also 0. So that means delta U system is equal to 0. So internal energy of system doesn't change in free expansion. This is important derivation. And now this is ideal gas, so we can use mCv dt, delta T is equal to 0. So that means delta T is equal to 0. Hence T remains constant. So temperature of the gas will remain constant throughout the process. So before the expansion, let us say gas have 25 degree centigrade temperature. Then after this expansion took place, it will have temperature of same 25 degree centigrade. However, pressure and volume changes. Also, entropy of gas will also change. Entropy of gas will increase. However, we'll talk about this concept in later chapters when we study about the entropy, concept of entropy.